Well, hello there. You may have missed me last week. As you can tell, I'm a little raspy because I've been fighting this chest cold. I really thought it was important. I almost didn't record. I don't have anything prepared. But what I do have is my own life experience. I've noticed that through the chaos of life and all the disharmony and things that are going on in the world that I don't necessarily align with, and then I have family members and friends that align differently. I think that's why I got sick, honestly. This past weekend, I took time out for myself and attended a women to women conference, which really did fill my spirit and my soul. I connected with some beautiful women. It was really therapeutic. And it just got me thinking, sometimes we get so caught up, I know I do, in the rat race of life that I forget the most important person is me. So this coming weekend, I have a charity fundraising event that I'm helping man or woman, and it's just been a lot to deal with. So I started writing these affirmations, these goals, these things that I want to do for myself. And one of them was paint my nails. So I painted my nails. And the other is really focus on my fitness. Recently, I went to a functional medicine doctor and I started taking some supplements and really focusing on the nutrients that I'm putting in my body, organic, holistic foods. Yes, I do eat meat, but I want to tame it down a little bit and replace some of that with some healthier options. Am I perfect at it? No. But it's really about keep moving forward and try and instill baby steps into your life. And then I started thinking, I haven't been painting a lot. And painting is my joy. Painting and doing artwork actually helped me through some of my darkest moments. When I lost my grandson, Willie, I really pushed Brinley. I didn't really push her. I gathered her in. What did I do? I encouraged her to start using some art. Now we paint together a lot and we do a lot of projects. This weekend, when I was stopping at rest stops, I found some really cool magazines and I just started cutting things out that were inspiring to me in the magazines, and I've saved them all so that I can dive back into what brings me joy. And that's part of the reason that I didn't get really upset when I missed the podcast last week, because if it's not lighting me up at that particular moment, I'm not going to do it. I really want to focus on what are you doing for you that lights you up? What fills your spirit? What raises your vibration to that higher frequency? I was listening to Joe Dispenza, and he talked about energies and frequencies with actual machines. He talks about studying different frequencies. I've always come back to the thought that love is the highest frequency. And although love is really high on the frequency, when people are in a collective or when you yourself are focusing on gratitude, it measures at a higher frequency than love. Obviously, I write down things that I'm grateful for every morning, but do I take that with me during the day? Is that something that we can infuse into our day every moment, right? You see a flower. This morning, we were sitting having coffee at the table, and my daughter went to Asheville, and she has these beautiful flowering plants on the back porch. They really weren't blooming much when she left, a couple blooms here and there. Today I looked out and it's rainy and it's drizzly and it's not sunny, which is my preference. And I looked down at those pots and One of them has about 10 blooms of flowers. Took a picture of it, had my husband send it to her. These are the moments that we can take and infuse into our life to bring us joy and raise our vibrational frequency, which is where you're going to heal. This morning, I got up and I did some meditation. I have a quantum oracle card deck, which I love. I have a lot of decks, but this one is really cool. I drew a card and it says, family. When I was on the women's trip, I had a dream about Brad. My niece recently got married and had a beautiful memory table with photos of people that had passed that she recognized at her wedding. And so she was in it and her husband, and we were talking. I don't remember all of the dream, but I remember in the background, there was a picture of Brad, flash a peace sign, and I just started crying in my sleep, tears of joy, that I got this special visitation from my son, reminding me that all is well. He's good. I woke up refreshed. It's just the strangest thing. So today, I've been thinking about Willie a lot and what would he be like, and his angelversary was his angelversary was a couple weeks ago, and I posted a video of different clips that we had of him. And then I draw this card. And what struck me about this card is there's a little bassinet with a baby that looks probably about Willie's age when he passed or transitioned. And he's in the clouds and joyful. And I thought, oh my gosh, there's another sign that all is well. We can draw inspiration from things that we see. I talked about this with some of the girls at the weekend. What you focus on is enlarged. It's bigger in your brain, in your surroundings, in your field. For example, I talked about talking to a client and I said, for example, red car. I haven't seen any red cars today. And I looked out the window and at that very moment, a red car went by. And then I saw another one. So what we focus on, what we visualize, and what we say does matter. It changes your brain chemistry. It elevates you to that place of gratitude, and it makes you more aware of everything in your life that you have to be thankful for. I'm going to a special retreat at Garen Jones' house in Texas. And I'm thrilled about it. It's going to be very intensive. And I thought, I have been selling art and teaching art and giving things away. And I have all this knowledge. I have practices that I have studied and learned and infused into my own life to make my life so beautiful. And I'm working full time and I love my job. I help people in early recovery and just try and lift them up. Whether they are successful at their recovery or not, we are all children of a higher power. And the more you lift others, the more you rise. Finances are tough. I have some kids that are unemployed or seeking employment, marital issues. Barry and I are helping because that's what we do. We have this beautiful vacation home in Florida, and Barry's, we got to sell that. We got to get rid of it. And I don't want to. It's my peace, my harmony, but it is costly. Well, what if I do a day-long retreat in Sarasota at my home? Why wouldn't somebody want that? I have invested thousands into my own healing journey. So why wouldn't I offer that to someone else? And I thought, I'm going to do it. If you're interested, it's going to be in November. I'm not exactly sure what day yet. And it will be a packed day of raising your vibrational frequency. It's true when you get into a room of like-minded people that are positive, energetic, spreading love, it changes you. It helps you. I'm going to do it. I don't know if 1 or 10 will show up, but I know it's going to be special. Just like I know my weekend at Garen's house is going to be special. And I'm getting back to what is really most important to me: family, creativity, gathering people to make projects. In fact, the girls that I was with this weekend, we're all going to get together and we're going to make some different crafts. I have some ideas for all of them. I have so much art, so many supplies. And I've had classes that I charge people for, and I've made money. But it's not all about making money. Of course, we need money to sustain our lives and enjoy the things that we want. But I personally feel it's also important to give back. And a lot of these girls are in early recovery, trying to get back on their feet. So why wouldn't I offer them some art and creativity for free? I think it's important to give back. No matter what you do, you can always find ways to give back. Maybe you want to volunteer somewhere. Maybe you want to support a cause that someone else is putting on, such as myself. With this fundraiser that we do, we help people in early recovery with these gifts of love in our immediate area. And it's been such a blessing. I know I personally have raised thousands for this organization because it's so important. It can make the difference in someone's day. I remember going to a support group early in my own recovery journey of not drinking or using drugs. This guy was up talking to us, and he said he went to a meeting, beaten, broke down. He can't remember a word of what the speaker said. But he was leaving that dark, dingy basement, and this woman gently placed her hand on his shoulder and said, "How you doing?" And he just nodded. She said, "Just keep coming back. We're here for you." He said at that moment he felt this energy come over him, and he never saw that woman again. He had been back to that meeting, been to other places, never saw her again. I believe in divine intervention. I believe that when we look for the right people in our lives, they show up. I don't think that I would have been ready to go to this day-long retreat with Garen Jones before right here, right now. And that's why it presented itself to me at this very time. Joe Dispenza, I had known about him for years and all his scientific research and the body's ability to heal on a cellular level when we meditate, but I hadn't started following him until a few months ago. When you're ready, you get the opportunity. Back to my day-long retreat in Florida, if that is something that you're interested in, you can just send me a message on my email. The links are in the comment section of this video. But you can also join my school community because I'll offer it there first. It's a free community. We do some artwork together. I share inspiration. I hope others feel comfortable sharing inspiration there too. I am a collective of like-minded people that are grateful for every day that we have here on this earth. And I'm also grateful for the day that I will be reunited with those that have passed on before me. I feel really genuine. I feel authentic. And I feel it was the right message for right here, right now. My email is dawn@dawnreneebove.com. Send me a message, or my other email is heartworkbydawn@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you. I'd really like to know what you're doing for yourself to nurture your soul and spirit and to focus on little nuggets of gratitude that you have in your life. Until I see you again, it may be next week, it may be the week after. I try to do weekly, but if I can't, I'm not going to beat myself up about it, and neither should you. Go out and catch some soul shine. And please like this video, share it with your friends, and reply to me so that I know what you've gotten out of it. I'll see you.